Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today we have finally made it. I am finally reviewing Secrets of Sulphur Springs Season 3 Episode 8 called Nick of Time, which is not only the season finale, it's also the series finale. We are finally here, and you guys get the whole episode. Obviously, not reacting to it, so you're not gonna get every clip, but you are gonna get every scene by images, so I won't lose my place, and so you guys can follow along. So, win-win, I think. And before I get started with the review, there's two things. So first thing I just want to say how I'm grateful I finally made it to this point. I have been enjoying this show so much, and sad it's coming to an end, but all things had to come to an end. So just like with Amphibia, the Owl House, unfortunately, Ultraviolet Black Scorpion, for all those shows, I'm really grateful I got to review them and I got to experience them in my own time and with you guys. So I'm really grateful. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to say, I want to say thank you to my brand new 2 subscribers, the brand two new channels. I want to say a big massive thank you to my 270th subscriber and my 271st subscriber, but which both happen to be wait, hold on, wait, no, actually, yeah, both happen to be subscribed today. Both subscribers happen to appear, like the notifications like appeared. So I want to say a big massive thank you to both of you, to both channels, because multiple people could be tied to a channel that to the new subscribers. So just how many people? Just all I'm gonna say is thank you, and I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys, and I appreciate my new subscribers, my current subscribers, and my original subscribers. Just from the very beginning, and I just want to say a big thank you to my new viewers, my current viewers, and my original viewers and subscribers and viewers that go on off the channel, checking it out, spreading the love, spreading the channel, just like they're doing all that. I just want to say a big massive thank you. So yeah, so well, so without further ado, let's get on with the review, because I'm gonna go on a road trip and have a couple of pre-recorded videos. Not this one, so I want to get this video done, and sorry, like I'm just so can't believe it's the end. I don't want to say end of an era. I think it'll be end of an era when the show Big City Greens finally comes to an end, because that, along with Amphibia and the Owl House, were the first 3 shows I have reviewed. So that will be end of an era. This, along with The Ghost of Molly McGee and Ultraviolet Black Scorpion, that'll be the end of era 2, because those were like the next 3 shows I reviewed. Like the next 3 shows that I have like brought in to review, this is one of them. But The Ghost of Molly McGee I haven't finished reviewing yet, so that second era hasn't been like finished yet either. So yeah, but nonetheless, I'm really excited. Also a little sad, but it's time. It's the nick of time, actually. And yeah, without any more dilly dallying or lollygagging, it's finally time to review the season/series finale called Nick of Time of this wonderful show. All right. Okay. All right. So that's the end of the intro portion. I'm wondering, because there isn't going to be a next time a Secrets of Sulphur Springs portion right here. This is from the previous episode, so maybe I'll have a previous I'll have a previous of episode 7, because it's technically right here. So since I'm doing timestamps and I'm not gonna have the next time portion, maybe I'll have this version. I don't know. I'll like make the decision when I'm doing the stuff in YouTube Studio, like when I'm putting the timestamps in the description. I'll make the decision then, but that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, so in the previous on Sulphur Springs on episode 7, we have Griffin like leaving the room, and we have um the judge's wife saying that boy was snooping, and then Grace's Grace, no, sorry, not Grace, Daisy is like, don't worry about that boy. He's not worth the trouble. Like, look, go to Chicago. I was about to say New York. Baton Rouge. Oh, was it was it not called Sulphur Springs, or is the train not in Sulphur Springs? No, 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 because I remember Ruby in a previous episode saying that Sulphur Springs is my home. So maybe Baton Rouge is where the train is. So, hmm. And it says Union Railroad Company, Trip Pass, um, Winifred Walker. Oh, okay, so that's her first name. Okay, so I guess the married couple was Emmett and Winifred Walker. So basically, because their last name was Walker. Baton Rouge to Chicago. Dr. McCullough. I'm not gonna read that. Oh, valid when um countersigned. Oh, okay. And obviously this isn't her signature because Daisy obviously gave it to her, so maybe she forged her signature. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how train passes work. I've never been. I don't think I've really ever been on a train. I've been on a subway. But he has station number 887, route number B-862. I'm sorry this is kind of boring you. This wasn't in my information like right in front of me when I was reviewing the previous episode, so I'm just glad I get to read it now. So her name's Winifred. I guess that's the important part. All right, and she's going to Chicago, and we obviously have, remember, Ruby came in, and Sarah's telling the ghost like to go away, and she like got into like a coma or like something, and sorry, hold on a second. And obviously Ruby said like it's time, and I think that's the end, I believe. Right, that's the end, because everyone's like on bikes and they're heading to to the um to the Tremont, to the hotel. So that's the end of that portion of the previous episode. So now we are in present time in this episode, and they're all the wait. Hold on. Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry. That was the end of the previous segment. Don't worry. When I'm doing editing and stuff, I'll make sure that the timestamps is correctly of. So like when Sarah fell, that was the end of it. So like right wait, hold on. Right. So like around here, that's when that ends. So okay. So okay. So Ben's like, so this is Sarah being taken to the hospital. Ben's like, oh, you're gonna be okay, Sarah. Like, like don't worry. And Ruby is like, kind of like seeing what's happening outside, and um, we have Ruby's kind of looking upstairs. She's kind of like, she has a look on her face, like, oh, she's really mad. And the ambulance like the Leon like drives away to the hospital, and all the kids are like watching there, and we have to go inside to help. Like we can't just not be involved. We have to go. And we have Sam, and they go. He's kind of like looking around, and he sees Ruby go upstairs, and then um and we just have Sam talking to the kids, and they don't worry. But this is where, like I said before in the previous review, where how all we really get in the next time for Secrets of Silver Springs for this great finale is a bunch of doors closing. So there would be like really like no spoilers of what's to come. So this is like the start of that. This is where like the doors are closing. And like, okay, we gotta move. You guys gotta get out of here. This George Walker's too dangerous. We have to go now. And all the doors are locking. And they're talking like, what are we gonna do? And we have. I want to play this clip. Is Ruby talking to Judge Walker. Okay, hold on. Okay, I want to play this right here.
Do what you have to.
Okay, yeah.
But leave the others alone.
Good on Ruby. Oh. So he's like in a corporeal form. Ooh. Okay, sorry. I don't want to play too much. And hopefully that wasn't too loud. Maybe I'm just lower it like a little bit. Or maybe I just have sensitive hearing. Who knows? But yeah, so Judge Walker as a ghost has this like corporeal form. It's all like misty and stuff like that. But he's like acting like a judge. He's like, oh, those kids down there are guilty as charged. And I'm like, what are they guilty of? I guess maybe I'm assuming by context of the previous season, all of them working together to bring the land back into the Tremonts. I guess since the Campbells were part of that process to bring half of the land back to the Tremont so they can own half of it is like treason in his book, so they're guilty. All of them are guilty. And their sentence is the same thing he got, so it's just death. He's basically saying, I'm gonna kill all of them. So oh my goodness. So we get the intro for the very last time. Tragedy strikes Tremont. The Sulphur Springs siren. Concern over fate of local teen. Oh, I guess that must be Griffin. Can we get a better look at that? Or maybe we can't. No, okay. So Secrets of Sulphur Springs, created by Tracy Thompson. Thank you for the wonderful show. Not a perfect show, but it was so wonderful. Thank you. And we have Ben, Sarah, and Jess at the hospital. Jess is in a hospital bed, and they're just talking. And like, oh, and they're basically saying, like, what are we gonna do? What do we tell the people at the hospital? We can just say that the Tremont's haunted and it paralyzed Sarah. Like, we can't just say that. Like, what are we gonna do? But the important thing is that the kids are safe. They're at your house. They're away from all of this. But of course, the kids are here with Sam. But Sam is like as safe as they're gonna get while they're here. And I love how Sam just wants to protect Savannah. I love it so much. Okay, hold on a second. I want to play this right here.
This is my unfinished business, so protect you kids. I'll go get her as soon as you guys are safe. Savannah, go!
So basically, Sam was I kind of cut off half of the clip. I'm sorry. I don't want to play too much, but basically, Sam's like you need to, all of you need to go. Like go back into the 60s, go to another time, because I will basically. They're one like, oh, Ruby's stuck in room 205, and I think they said like the Ruby's fighting the ghost alone. She won't be able to handle it. We need to help her. And Sam's like, I will go get her. And he said, this is my unfinished business. It's to protect you kids. And I'm like, that's interesting. Like, what interesting choice of words. Like, your unfinished business. But okay. But he does time travel a lot. And him dealing with Judge Walker for a long time, and him like growing to love the kids, is not just like defeating Judge Walker and getting the land back into his family anymore. It's protecting the kids. I guess that's just kind of his own way of saying, like, I love you guys and I'm gonna protect you. Like, don't worry, I'll go get Ruby, but I need you to make sure that you guys are safe first. So that's good. And Sam's kind of looking at his watch, kind of like, oh, kind of running out of time. And I love how Griffin and Sam are both protective. I actually love that, and they all listen to them. There isn't like, I'm gonna do what I want. Like no, that I actually love, especially since Wyatt, Zoe, and Topher are always defiant, and it's like, they need our help and they just don't know it. And they're little kids, they're younger than them, they're like younger tweens, so it makes sense. But like in these dire moments, when it comes to it, they listen to their older brother or an older like adult, in counting Sam in the back over here. So I really like that how Griffin's like, wait, like we can't just go in there. And I like how Sam's like, okay, like let me go first, and Griffin doesn't argue. No, them argue. All right, that's good. All right, and I love it. And I love how this is very eerie. Like, oh, okay, someone in there, and Sam like, turns it on. He's like, okay, come in, or like come inside. We need to go. And boom, the door locks. He's like, oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. Go find another door, break open a window, do something. And I just want to play this right here.
Of us, you will find peace. That hurting us will somehow save you. Now you know what I went through. Locked up in that barn by Grace. You stole her family's land, my family's land.
Yeah, like that's not okay.
Robbed me of my life while you and your mother helped her get away with it. There'll be no peace for you, Judge Walker.
That's true. No peace. Like that's very true.
Already been sentenced to an eternity of darkness.
Okay, sorry, I can't play too much. But oh, the dialogue's so good. Oh, especially with the sounds and like the things moving in the room with the wind. It's really cool. But there's a lot back and forth. And if Judge Walker wasn't just such a slime ball, especially when the era where racism was just starting to, what do I want to say, deplete. Like it wasn't such heavy-handed. But obviously Judge Walker like doesn't like her family, like her kind. Like he doesn't like them. That's one reason why he stole their land, because he could, basically. And basically he's like what did he say? Was I just listened to the clip. Come on. And but he said like my wife and your mother like got away with killing me, and you guys got to live your life, and I lost mine. And but basically she's like, you stole my family's land, and both are correct, but Josh Walker is such a slime ball, so it's hard to defend you. So that's why when I hear him, I'm like, But then Ruby comes in to come back and say, there will be no peace for you, Judge Walker, and you are already by your actions already sent yourself to an eternity of darkness. I'm like, oh, that's so good. Oh yeah, and like, go Ruby. I'm glad we have her as a character in the present day. I love her. And I love Judge Walker just smiling. I'm like, what are you up to? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna deal with these children in a second. Like I'll be right back. Ruby, like, you stay here. And I love how everyone's like, Griffin's the leader. He's like, everyone to stay next to me. Everyone in the circle. No one break out of the chain. So none of us get separated. And Sam is just trying to open the latch, but Judge Walker's spirit is too strong, and everyone decides to go upstairs. And I love how Savannah, she's just tired of everything. She's like, you're a coward. Do you hear me? You're a coward. And they all go upstairs, and they all go into room 205, and they see Ruby. And Ruby's class like, oh no, Ruby. He's like, I'm fine. I'll get out. Judge Walker, you guys shouldn't be here. I told you, dealing with Judge Walker is too dangerous. Leave it to the adults. You need to leave. He said, we can't just leave you here. He said, go, I'll be fine. And she's about to leave the room, and Judge Walker just, last second, closes the door. Like, Judge Walker, you slime ball. And is it like, grab the chair or something and throw it at the window. And, Zoe. So it was like one of the first, and the second trio, she's always like someone like to like notice something. And she's always kind of staring at it. She's like, guys. And they basically like leave the room so they can find like another place they break open windows. We're not gonna deal with the smoke. We're just gonna leave. And boom, it like appears right in front of them. And boom, their first interaction with Judge Walker the ghost. I'm like, oh yeah. And White's like, please tell me this is a dream. Please tell me I'm gonna wake up. And he's like, oh, I'm very real, boy. And we have Sarah here. She's in the hospital, and she's like, oh hey, what can you tell me about the tragedy that have occurred? Like what happened basically? and like, you know, they're basically um I want to play this right here. Hold on, like right here.
Should I page cardio? No, it's not a basement. What does that mean? What's happening? Most
Yeah.
likely a panic attack. The
Oh
body will
no.
trigger an acute stress response to a traumatic event.
Yeah,
Any
that's true.
idea what that might be?
What do you tell her?
Depends. Do you believe in ghosts?
Okay, being upfront with the doctor, and by this face, it isn't like, oh, you're crazy. It's more like a shock face, like what so sorry, words. What do you mean by that? Like what? And even she tries to turn around, like, huh? The ghost? Like what? But it isn't like a making fun of you look. It's like a what look? Like what? Like, but I wonder if she's dealt with a ghost before. But again, she isn't like a main character or anything, so like probably not. But I'm like, But he just right up front said it. Is it that depends? Do you believe in ghosts? Kind of letting down the groundwork to maybe be more honest of like the thing that basically traumatized his wife into shock, basically. And they basically look at each other, gonna, I guess we're gonna tell her everything. And Sam, this is, he's, you can tell by him like looking at his hands. He's just his hands hurt from from pulling that the chain. He's just kind of like, what am I gonna do? But then the hatch opens. And I'm like, what? Who did that? Maybe it was Grace. Maybe she came back. I don't know. And they're all talking to Judge Walker, saying like, we didn't kill you. Like, your wife killed you. What do you want with us for? Sorry, I'm kind of skipping a lot of dialogue about it because I don't want to play too many clips. But I do want to play this right here.
You have no clue what you're up against, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Ticking clock.
Ooh.
I've been to the future and I know how things play out.
That's true.
The
Like,
way I see it, I've got nothing to lose.
yeah, he's like, come and get me. Whoa.
What's wrong? Nothing to lose, you say?
Yeah, Griffin. Kind of like a really cool hero moment, just a moment, but it really poor choice of words. You have things to lose around you. But Griffin's almost like, let me speed up the clock. If I can save everyone by sacrificing myself, then it'll be better for it, kind of. To kind of be like a bit of a hero and just like to save everyone. Like, just let me go, kind of. But then he's kind of realized, like, oh, what did I do? Like, oh man. But he's like, oh, you're a ticking clock, because he knows that Judge Walker's spirit dies when, I'm assuming, Sam burns down the Tremont. So his spirit like dies with it, like the evilness, his essence like dies with it. Which that's then like he said like it was speeding up, so maybe like in a year or so or something like that. So, but he's like choking Harper. He's like, oh my goodness. He's like, oh, I think your friend's like having trouble catching her breath. I'm like, Judge Walker, you slime ball. And we just have like, you know, Sam, and the door just opens for him, and I guess he just walks in, and boom, Sam's gonna fight George Walker, and oh man, oh, it's a long time coming. He's, oh, Sam, hey, and what happens this? Because again, I don't want to play too many clips, but there's this. It's kind of hard to tell like with like no dialogue, but basically they talk about how this is where I'm actually taking a point off from, to where this is like basically the point where they defeat Judge Walker. Like this is the moment right here. It's wonderful, but I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. The reason why Judge Walker is haunting the Tremont is because his life was stolen away from his wife, who murdered him, and the Tremonts kind of helped like get away with it, and no one knew how he died. Everyone just assumed that he died natural causes, and he like went to Cuba with the money he stole. That's what everyone assumed. That's what the paper said, basically. You know, that's what the police said. So that's why he's here. But now everyone who currently knows about ghosts and time travel and stuff, they now know the truth that Winnie, like when Winifred Walker is the one who killed her. So they all know. So how come we still here? Then they all talk about how they're all like, "Oh, you don't know anything about family or love, and how Winnie was a hero. You're a scumbag, and you don't deserve to be here. Like your unfinished business is done. Get out of here." But he's kind of like struggling. He's like, "No, like I'm not done here." He's like kind of like, "Oh," but I'm like, if his unfinished business is done, then he should have been forced down. But that should have been done like a while ago. Why is it like the power of friendship and love is the one who forces him down, not the fact that his unfinished business is done? I'm kind of conflicted, especially like with the red, like the floorboards. Obviously, we know where he's going, and with the red is kind of affecting the smoke. It's kind of like a oranges brown type of color, kind of more copper type of feel. It's kind of like what you would see at like at a furnace or something. It's a really cool effect. I like it. I really like it, especially when it's not completely black. It's more like a purplish type of look right here with Judge Walker, Emmett Walker. But I'm trying to understand like how they're defeating him without saying like the power of love and power of friendship. Because I'm like, the reason why he's being forced down is the fact that everyone knows how he actually died, and they're gonna tell everybody. So that should like that should be the resolve of everything, not power of family. Do you see how like it's not really like adding up, but it's so cool. Sequence like get out of our house, like get out, like go, like Savannah's like leave. You see that she's crying and like oh like Sam's like get out of here, and Griffith's like you're not welcome here, and boom, the floor seals and everyone's so happy, and Sarah wakes up, and oh my goodness, this is so sweet. Sarah's just been through so much this whole entire season. I had to play this clip. Oh my goodness.
It's over. The kids are safe.
Sorry, I didn't say anything during the clip. I'm just like, oh, poor. I was like, poor Ben and Jess through season one. Like, they're going through all that trauma during their childhood. But with Sarah, had to go through a little bit of season two and all of season three. Oh, I love Sarah so much. There's just things, even though I say oh sometimes, but some things just hit in the heart. I love Sarah so much. I love that she got to have that line. She woke up from her coma and she's like, "It's over. The kids are safe." And I'm like, oh, I love that so much. Sarah is the one who got to confirm that the kids were safe. Because I guess I don't know, spiritual something. Like, it doesn't matter how. Spirit stuff. But the fact that she got to say it, and the one that she has a look of peace and happiness. I love it so much. Like she wasn't like she didn't wake up like like I think the ghost is gone, but I'm not sure the kids are safe. And I'm like, no, she's at peace now, and I'm like, I love that. Like, thank you. And everyone's just like, oh, glad, and everyone's just like oh, they're kind of really happy, and Ruby is just like, you guys did it. Like, I'm really proud of you, and oh my goodness, when I first just watching this episode and rewatching it like a couple more times. I'm not sure like how many times. It was a couple more. This scene is the most heart wrenching. Oh man, and because Savannah's like, oh, Sam's got to celebrate with us, and it's like Sarah's like, Sarah, sorry, I'm Savannah's like, Sam, what are you doing out here? And he's like, my mother, she's calling me. And like what? And they're like, oh, like he's going to the future and stuff like that. But and I just want to play this right here.
Are you Sam?
No, he's not saying.
Wait, then how? My mother. She's waiting on me.
Oh man.
Daisy too.
Oh, Daisy. Oh, give him a hug. Sorry, I don't want to get copyright striked or copyright claimed or anything by playing too much of a I can't play the whole entire scene. Oh, but it's so good. Why not pause it? Oh man, I really hope it don't get copyright claim because that would be really bummer after doing all the finally making it to this review. Like that'd be really bummer. So please don't. You, YouTube and Disney people, please don't. But oh man, and I was oh my god, Samantha's like I'll always love you, and Sam's like I'll always love you too, and like oh man, and I can't believe I spoiled that part. Oh man, sorry. I want to play this right here. Yeah, everyone, it's confirmed. Sam was a ghost the entire time. When I first saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's so cool! It's so sad." Oh man, and the look on Savannah's face, because Savannah just loved him the most. Wait, hold on. Oh man. Okay, sorry, I can't play too much. Oh man, I'm Savannah right now. Sorry, just oh man. I don't think we've seen Savannah cry like that much. She saw Sam as a dad or like an uncle or whatever, like whatever you want to call it. And now he's gone. But he did what he wanted to do. He did his unfinished business. He's at peace. He's gonna be with his mom Daisy, his sister Daisy, his older sister Daisy, and his mother Grace. Oh, it's what he wanted. The kids are saved. It's what he wanted. And oh man, oh, and you know they all go in and they're like, oh, Sam was a ghost the entire time. It's like Topher's like, did you know this? Is it what the dude talking to Ruby? Is it what I'm talking about? The women of the Tremont family always know everything. They see everything, and she's like, the boy's smart. And Harper's like, Savannah, are you gonna be okay? And she's so crying, but she's like, yeah, I'm gonna be okay. I'm like, oh man, oh. And Griffin, they all love each other so much. Even Griffin and Savannah, kind of like in a best friend. They're best friends in a best friend kind of way. And this is like Savannah's kind of one last chance. Sorry, let me go back a little bit. Sorry, where Savannah's kind of like, I could stay and tell Ben, Jess, and Sarah everything, like especially Ben and Jess, of like where I actually went and what actually happened. But we're supposed to be in the 1960s and where I grow up. I'm an old lady and she's like, I don't know, 80 or 90 years old in present day. And that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go back to my mom and that's just where I'm going to stay. What I had, and I'm actually glad. I actually was a little bit mad at first. I'm like, this is your one chance to finally tell Ben so he can officially be at peace. But I'm like, looking back at it, season 1 is where he actually got peace. I'm so mad at what they did at the end of season 2 because they teased it. They made us believe that Ben's gonna find out, but then they changed like the angles and like, oh no, like oh, sex for you. Like no, he actually isn't. And I'm like, why did you tease it at the end though? So end of season 2, I'm still kind of mad about. But this decision of Sarah's like, no, I'm not gonna tell them. It's better this way, and it's her decision, and she leaves. I'm actually fine with it. I'm at peace with it. I guess sorry. Sarah's like still at the hospital. She's gonna come tomorrow, but and it's like, oh, but I thought you two were supposed to be back at the house, and but like it doesn't matter because your mom said that, your mom said that you guys were fine and you defeated the ghost. And it's like, oh, Ruby, like I guess we owe you big thank yous. Oh, you have to thank the kids too, because how did you defeat it? When you shine enough light in a dark room, the darkness fades. And I'm like, oh, I love that. I wanted to play, but I already played too much already. But we have Savannah back with her mom. And it's, oh, hey, mom. It's, hey, I want to say I'm glad you adopted me. And I'm glad you found me. And I'm glad you brought me into your family, if I haven't said it enough. But then we get this guy. And his name is Joseph Barker. And her name in present is Mrs. Barker. So this is her future husband, or I don't know, maybe like her brother, and he has a brother who she marries her son. But I'm assuming it's him. It's like this is pretty funny. He's like, "Oh, hey, I'm Savannah. Oh, hi, ma'am. Hi, miss. I'm Joseph Barker." Because they're talking about how he's a new camp director, and like one of the kids like kind of flushed down his whistle or something, so he needed like a new one, and that's pretty cute. And we have Griffin and Harper, and they're back at 2024. They're at the they're at the homecoming dance, a home of the Harbingers. I guess they're supposed to be like pirates or something. Oh no, I think Harbingers is supposed to be kind of like resolved in like ancient folklore of like death and like spirits and stuff like that. So I think that's supposed to be. I'm not sure it's supposed to be like pirates. Sorry, hold on a second. I think I found like a. Sorry, I think I found like an insect or something. That doesn't matter. But yeah, so they're at the high school in 2024, which is 4 years, which is some 4 years in the future. Because their present is 2020, and boom, Griffin and Harper, homecoming king and queen. Dipper looking dapper. Dipper, Griffin looking dapper, like in like the red suit. And I love how everyone's like the same as always. Where they, oh, does that mean, don't think we're gonna call you king for now? Well, like, oh no, you just have to call me your highness for now on. It's like pretty funny. Even Topher's like, how come I wasn't fully homecoming king? Look at my face. And I'm like, classic Topher. Then we see, oh, I love this, Griffin and Harper like dancing, and boom, they kiss. And oh, I guess we're not just friends, we're more than friends. And it's like, oh, I guess we have something looking forward to when we get to the future. Kind of say, I'm glad we're gonna kiss in the future. And I love Griffin. Why wait to the future when we're right here in the moment? We finally get it. After 3 long seasons, we finally get it. Oh, it's so awesome. And then this is where I gotta say something. And I'm gonna talk about it in a channel update that I already pre-recorded. But and I'm sorry about this thing right here. It won't go away. Sometimes that appears. I don't know. But it's like, oh hey, are we actually gonna do this? Is like, yeah, time travel is too dangerous. We know what it can affect and what it can't affect. And we've seen enough of the future, the right future. So it's time to destroy it. And Harper said, "Do you want to do the arms?" Because Griffin was the main character for especially season 1. And boom, it like it is activating, and hold on, let me get a good look at him. Sorry. Boom, look at this guy. He came from the future. We don't know how long in the future. Like maybe 20 to 25 years in the future. I'm not sure. But it's like, that would be a very bad idea. And so, who are you? And it's oh, my name is Nick Campbell. Nick Campbell, and he's like, sorry, hold on a second. I want to play this right here.
That would be a huge mistake.
Sorry, mistake, not bad. Yeah.
Who are you? My name's Nick.
Nick, yep.
Campbell.
Nick, yeah.
Campbell. As in,
Yeah. Yep.
your son.
And that's where we leave it off. And yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it because the rest is just credits. Yeah. So that is the end of the series. And this is where we're gonna take another point off. I kind of explained why. Well, I didn't really mention like point in the channel update, but you basically get the explanation there in the channel update, where I explained how this was planning for like a season 4, and Disney basically canceled the show, and how I said it's kind of both the company and the creator's fault, where you already told this beautiful story and you didn't need to leave this cliffhanger, but you did, and you got canceled. But also, I'm like, Disney, why did you cancel it? This is such a great show. Why did you do that? But, you know, but this was a 90%. This was a fantastic series finale and a season finale. This was really fantastic. But again, the only 2 complaints I ever really had was the way they defeated George Walker. It was really cool effects, but I'm like, again, I explained before with this whole unfinished business thing, and this whole like little tease, this cliffhanger at the end. Dude, that's really the only things I had complained about. Even with Sam being a ghost, because the first time I watched it, the first time I watched it, I'm like, don't worry, they're gonna explain it in season 4. They're gonna explain like how like the whole wait, no, that wasn't it. No, it was no, I think I came to the conclusion. Sorry, like a lot of the order of when I came up with things is kind of getting mixed up in my head, but I believe originally I thought it was because they were going to explain season 4. Then I came to the realization is that ghosts take multiple different forms, and I think if George Walker had enough energy, and if he was more of a stable person, then he will be able to have like a more concrete form. Because Grace, even though she was powerful, she was only be able to sing when she like ascended. Basically, that was it. Like she didn't talk or anything. She didn't have a face. That was it. But George Walker had a face, and he had his hat and everything, and um um was it Sam had his whole body, like and he was interacting with things, and I think this is how ghosts interact with this world. So that's why I'm not taking a point off. I maybe I was like original when I first watched the episode for like a second, but like that was it. I was like, I'm totally fine with it, especially like of how he ascended. It was so beautiful. I felt so bad for Savannah, uh, but like but 90%. This was such a fantastic series. I'm so glad I watched this, and yeah, that's all I really had to say. Again, my channel update, the first one, explained like about this whole little teaser, this little post credits scene, this little cliffhanger thing, which was gonna set up season 4, which didn't turn out to be because Disney canceled it. But again, I explained more on that in that channel update, which you'll be getting after this review and after the community post of this review. So yeah, that yeah. Okay. So yeah. So and once again, thank you so much to my 270 and 271st subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that review. Hopefully you guys were in for the long ride, or if you weren't, that's okay too. And I really appreciate all you guys, my new subscribers, my new viewers, my current viewers, my current subscribers, and my original subscribers and my original viewers. And subscribers and viewers going on and off the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah. Yeah, that's it. I can't believe it. That's it. We're at the very end. And yeah, so I guess this would be like the outro portion of the review. So yeah. Okay. And yeah. So yeah, so everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the chair. Everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to check out my mini reviews and my community posts. And I have the community post tomorrow and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday will be pre-recorded channel updates. And like half of the week while I'm on my road trip that I mentioned before, I you guys will be getting like images while I'm at the Universal Parks. So get ready for that. But that'll be next week. Oh, and also the calendar update to talk about what I'm doing this week. But yeah, okay. So I will. Yeah. So I'll. Yeah, so I'll see you guys I'll see you guys on Saturday and Sunday. All right. Bye.